It's a big day, lots to talk about. Brand new changes coming to 3 of our favorite heroes in Naraka Bladepoint. Zai has been adjusted. The hero adjustments are here for Valda, Sui as well. And also, the hero adjustments have come for Feria Shin. So we're going to go into the updates, the adjustments. We're going to show you a little bit of how it looks and how it plays, what's different. Should be a blast. Let's get into it. We're going to start off talking about Zai. So Zai has had a few adjustments. Her F2 Flame Ward used to grant heals. It lasted 5 seconds. It applied burn. That's no longer available. Her third ultimate variant, Afflict, is no longer available. It used to mark your opponent twice, and then you could reactivate it for some damage and a stun effect. Those are gone. The F1, which was her breakout skill, has been adjusted. It lasts now 3.5 seconds, which is almost twice as long as it used to last before at 2 seconds. It really allows you to reposition, find your opponent, and still take advantage of this skill offensively. Super cool. That's about all that changed. Her V1 is slightly better for connection when it releases. It's a little faster, but her V2 has unchanged. Let's move on to Valda real quick. So Valda has had some awesome changes in my opinion. Her F1 is still there. It's still a pretty fast cooldown on that skill, but now you can actually hold. The F2 has been removed by itself and combined within the F1. So you can either do the big bubble there, or you can hold and have the area of bubbles. The bigger bubble now binding you for 1.1 seconds, and the smaller one still binding you for 0.5 seconds. So the skills have been merged together, F1 and F2. F3 still available for a breakout. Her ultimate V3, where she used to ride her water dragon and stay up here and throw multiple water spears, that's gone now. Her V2 has been slightly buffed, and her V1 as well, because the spear damage was escalated for her. So yeah, the F has been combined, either big bubble tap, or you have a hold for a long bubble. A lot of cool stuff that comes along with that. It gives her a little bit of extra movement too. If you notice, I was able to hover, so you can kind of get away from your opponent. You can fly with this, and then place traps in between you and your opponent. We're also going to point out how Valda, in her V2, it just lasts longer now, which is fantastic. It lasts 18 seconds in solos. It lasts 25 seconds in duos. The spears do a little more damage by themselves, about 160 now. So the whole thing, as well as, very important, a grapple does not take them out of the bind anymore. That's super important for team modes. And yeah, so your teammate doesn't take away what you're trying to accomplish after hitting your water spear. So let's move on to the last hero that's gotten reworked, and let's talk about Feria. Feria, her F1, which was one of my favorite skills, is back in full glory. They've now let the attack become more focused when launching. I feel like I have a bit more control on the back of it. You can also do some cool stuff like go up in the air and charge a blue focus. Her F2, the gold focus twirl, it used to be good for combo extension. It was great for like some movement. That has been removed. Her F3 silence is still available. And her ultimate variant, V2, has been combined with her V1. So now while in the mech, you can't share it. It's not the co-pilot, it doesn't drop the beacon. But the V1 will allow you to activate a restore area. So V2 used to create an area of defense and also restore Feria inside of it. It would restore her shields over time, draining from the mech shields, which regenerated over time. So you could basically swap some of the mech shields for your shields, giving you the ability to heal while moving around. It was pretty cool. But that's not available anymore. Now you get a damage reduction for 4 seconds in that mech. You still get double jumps in both mechs now, which is pretty important. Both variants now, if entering the mech and she's stopped, it will give her ult refund back. So not a lot's changed. She does, though, in her mech, have a double jump. So we'll bring the beacon down. This was really cool. We get to do a little double jump here. So it helps for movement, it helps for reaching new heights. It's not a lot of movement, but it's definitely significant. Beforehand, it would have been more difficult to get up here with one jump. And now you have that extra jump to go ahead and move around the terrain, the map, not get stuck so much. You still have the ability to fly upward in this ultimate and get great high ground. So V1 changes, pretty cool. The V3 still acts the same. I'm excited for all the hero changes. It feels really cool. It's more simplified, and each skill seems to do a little bit more now because they're, you know, a lot of times they're combining these skills together. So pretty cool. I'll catch you guys out there later.